How's it going, guys? My name is Michael, and today I'm going to teach you how to quickly and successfully catch any Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, catching Pokemon in Sword and Shield is actually extremely easy as long as you know and use the right methods. And I'm going to explain in this video exactly which Pokemon you need to use, which Pokeballs you need to use, and which moves and those sort of things that you need to use in order to catch Pokemon extremely quickly and to be very successful at doing so. Now let's start out with the Pokeballs. Now this is obviously the most important part because without the correct Pokeball, your chances of catching the desired Pokemon goes way down. And so the first thing and the only Pokeball that you really need to have an absolute abundance of is the Quick Ball. And the reason why is because, read this, it says a somewhat different Pokeball that has a more successful catch rate if used at the start of a wild encounter. So every time you start up a Pokemon battle with a wild Pokemon, always start out with a Quick Ball right off the bat. Don't use a Pokemon move or anything. Immediately throw a Quick Ball at them. And it's extremely easy to rack up on Quick Balls because, as you can see here, they're only 50 watts. And if you know how to farm watts, which I'll link a video up there right now. Yeah, so if you don't know how to farm watts, go watch that video, then come back and complete this one. But this is the simplest way to actually be able to get an abundance of these. So get around 100 to 400 of these things, and your chances of catching that Pokemon right off the bat shoot through the roof. This is the most useful Pokeball in the game. Other notable Pokeballs that you need to keep in your bag at all times include the Net Ball, which has an increased chance at catching water and bug type Pokemon. These are extremely useful as well. If the Quick Ball fails and you have a water or bug Pokemon right in front of you, knock it down to 1 HP, paralyze it or put it to sleep or whatever, which I'll cover later on in the video, and then use a Net Ball and your chances of catching that Pokemon shoot through the roof as well. The only other important Pokeball that I'm going to mention in this video would be the Dust Ball, and the reason why is because all you have to do is play at night in this game and your chances of catching a Pokemon again shoot through the roof, because the Dust Ball, it says here, a somewhat different Pokeball that makes it easier to catch wild Pokemon at night or in dark places such as caves. So you need to keep these on you at all times because, again, it increases your chances substantially. So again, recap. Use a Quick Ball right off the start. After that, use one of these Pokeballs. And now I'm going to cover exactly what you need to do if your Quick Ball does not work. So the next thing we're going to talk about is exactly what you need to do if your Quick Ball does not work when starting out that Pokemon battle and trying to catch the Pokemon. And so what you're going to need to do now is you need to, 1, have the right Pokemon to battle the one that you're trying to catch, and for 2, have the right moves to be able to knock that Pokemon down to 1 HP and either paralyze it, put it to sleep, or freeze it, I believe. I think the third one's correct as well. And then also you need to keep another move handy on you that will be able to reset the weather in the battle, and I'll explain all those to you now. And so the first step is you need to make sure that you can have a Pokemon that can learn the move False Swipe. And in my case, I have Gallade because he can move, or he can learn the move False Swipe. And what False Swipe is it's a move that can knock the Pokemon's HP all the way down to 1. It will not fully knock it out. And so use False Swipe to knock it all the way down to 1 HP. Knocking it down to 1 HP will drastically increase your chances of catching that Pokemon. The next step is you want to try to put it to sleep or paralyze it, or I believe freeze it. Now in my instance, Gallade can naturally learn Hypnosis, and Hypnosis will put that Pokemon to sleep. Now this only has a 60% chance of putting that Pokemon to sleep, but eventually if you keep using it enough times, it'll eventually put that Pokemon to sleep. The next thing you need is, of course, a way to reset the elements or the weather in that Pokemon battle, because you don't want hail knocking it out, and you don't want a sandstorm to knock it out either. And so in my case, Gallade can learn the move Sunny Day, which it just resets it and makes it extremely hot outside, or makes it intensify the sun. And so it will take away the hail, or it'll take away rain or whatever, so you can reset the weather. Put all these together and you can knock the Pokemon down to 1, keep it from basically from the weather elements, and then you can put it to sleep And all those together will drastically increase your chance. And then if you use the right Pokeball on the right Pokemon, I mean, you're almost guaranteed to catch that Pokemon. And so this is an extremely helpful and easy way to catch those Pokemon. Now that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you have any issues or any questions on how to catch separate types of Pokemon or anything like that, leave them down in the comments below. I'll try to answer and help you out as much as I possibly can. And if you're reading through the comments and want to help somebody else, feel free to do so. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. But guys, I'm peacing out for now. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And until next time, peace out.